Well, good day. It is Saturday, September the 24th, I do believe. And I am or I should say, I'm on the east side of the Yukon River here in Whitehorse. So I'm a little bit south and east, and the Yukon River is behind me. And of course, there's the beautiful array of trembling aspens and spruce and mostly white spruce. I think there might be a few lodgepole pines in here. I'm not too sure. There's my ride that I rented from Cadence Cycle here in Whitehorse. But purpose of my video is that, as I did 10 years ago on the 22nd of September back in 2012, I was 50 and now I'm 60. I made it. It's a pivotal year every time you hit, the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And I can actually remember every place that I was at from when I was 10 years old, 20, 30, 40, 50, now 60, Whitehorse, Yukon. It was a birthday gift to myself, considering we couldn't travel during the pandemic here for, what was it, going on almost 3 years. So here I am. So I, looking back, over the years, you always have more years behind you, especially around 60, than you certainly do ahead of you. So I tend to be reminiscent to a point, but realizing, hey, there's not that many years ahead of me. I know that. There's no way I'm going to duplicate 60 more years ahead. That's practically impossible. So I'm just going to do the best with whatever years I might have. So I try to stay active, be healthy, always working on improvement. It never ends. Mental health, very important. Oh boy, I've gone through some rough patches myself, so I'm sure anybody who's watching this maybe can relate. But I'm glad that I came up here. It's been a great way to spend my 60th birthday. I participated in a couple of hikes that were sponsored by the Environmental Department of the Government of Yukon, so that was fantastic. I went over to Hidden Lakes and participated in a study there, or basically a hike where we're checking out what mammals are doing, especially at this time of year in late September up here in the north. And then on Thursday, which is officially my birthday, September 22nd, we went up to the Takini Valley, Ibex Valley area just off the Alaska Highway, and partook of the elk bugling, and also learned the difference between different types of antlers and identifying them, because they do drop off on these ungulates. So it was interesting to see what type of hoofed animals do live up here in the Yukon Territory. So it's been a great 60th birthday. Yukon, or at least Whitehorse for what it's worth, has been fantastic. It's not a big city. I think it's maybe approximately 30,000 people. It's growing quite a bit. It has a very organic feel to it, very community vibe. They have a beautiful First Nations cultural center just off of 2nd Avenue as you're heading north in the city of Whitehorse, at the Kwailandun Cultural Center, which I highly recommend that you go and you visit it if you do get up to the Yukon, especially here in Whitehorse. But there are several First Nations communities in the territory which deserve our respect to the utmost. And next week will be the September 30th, and remembering that every child matters and never forget. Okay. On that, I'm going to take this bicycle and bring it back to Cadence Bicycle here at Steele, and I think it's 5th Avenue here in Whitehorse, and return the bicycle rental. And they've really come through for me. They even provided me with a lock and a little repair kit. I have never had that happen before, so these guys are really good. And then tomorrow I head south to Vancouver, and I will spend a night there with my good friend Jesse and Martin. Also, the following day, if I'm lucky, I shouldn't say lucky, I already confirmed it. I'll see my friends Christina and Danny, who live over in Deep Cove, and then I'll be flying back to Ontario on Monday night and landing at some ungodly hour on Tuesday morning. I think like at 2 in the morning, but my brother Christopher is going to pick me up, so I'll be able to get back to Oshawa. So on that note, I will bid everyone a good day. If it's your birthday any of these days, like maybe today, the 24th, I don't know who you are, but if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you too, somewhere around the globe. and I'm going to get back on that bike and head north and west over into the city of Whitehorse, pardon me, and return my bike. I've had a fantastic time. I'd highly recommend, if you get a chance to visit the Yukon, do it. Me sitting out here in a bunch of trembling aspens and spruce doesn't do it any justice. There's mountains, valleys. The scenery is just unparalleled. But I thought I'd just sit here because it was just so pretty, and the fall colors up here are unique. So let's hope I make it to 70. I just want to make sure my health is good. Try to keep active, eat well, try to keep this head clear and not let it play tricks on me from time to time. All right, all the best. Thank you for watching my video. Stay tuned for maybe 65 and 70, and if I get beyond, lucky me. Bye-bye.